And welcome back to This Week in Politics here on KSFY. A few months ago, one of our KSFY political analysts, Dr. Jeff Stein, predicted that we would see at least 24 Democrats decide to run for president in 2020. Well, this past week, his prediction came true, as candidate number 23, Montana Governor Steve Bullock, and candidate 24, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio, formally entered next year's race for the White House. Steve Bullock is an attorney who served as Montana Attorney General before running and winning the gubernatorial election in 2012, and then winning re-election in 2016. On Tuesday morning, he released a video on his social media channels announcing his entry into the 2020 Democratic race for president.
I believe in an America where every child has a fair shot to do better than their parents. But we all know that that kind of opportunity no longer exists for most people. For far too many, it never has.
It was during a tour of his old high school in Helena, Montana, that Bullock made the first comments of his campaign.
Good afternoon. So this morning we released a video announcing that I was running for President of the United States in 2020. It's a pretty audacious goal for a B student who sat in these same seats that you actually are sitting in right now. But you know, I could think of no better place to kick it off than right here in this classroom.
Bullock is the governor of Montana, which is 43rd out of the 50 states in terms of population. But Bullock has political prowess. He won re-election in 2016 as a Democrat, while Republican Donald Trump carried the state in the presidential election. And both the Montana House and the Montana Senate are Republican-controlled. Yet he has been able to work on issues dealing with the environment and education with his Republican counterparts, successfully passing legislation. And he says it has been his ability to be a Democrat that works with Republicans that will give him an advantage against his Democratic challengers.
In serving as governor, I've had the opportunity to meet tens of thousands of people all across the state who share my enthusiasm for our future and my love of this state. Who share the same dreams that my parents had for me. And really, those are the same dreams that your parents have for you. It's a dream that our children will live a better life than we did.
While Bullock comes from a smaller state, just 2 days later on Thursday, another Democrat entered the fray, and he is the mayor of the nation's largest city.
My wife, Charlene, and I believe healthcare is a human right. It has to be available for all, it has to be affordable, and it has to include mental health services.
Bill de Blasio is known as the mayor who championed a $15 an hour minimum wage in New York City and made free pre-K education available in New York City schools.
I intend to break the mold, and I intend to make history, and I intend to win.
De Blasio says he is ready to tackle immigration and that he intends to do it in a way that brings the nation together and in a way that sees immigration as a strength, not something to be afraid of.
Immigration defines us, and therefore it shouldn't divide us. And we can't, as a people, be at peace. We can't be truly secure when we're in conflict with ourselves. So we have to figure this out together.
And the New York mayor also says he is not afraid of going up against President Trump should he become the Democratic nominee, saying this to reporters about being ready for a fight.
I'm going to keep calling him Con Don because that's what he deserves to be called. He's a con man, and we New Yorkers know a con man when we see one, and I know how to challenge this guy. I've been watching him his whole born life, his whole adult life, and I've seen all of his tricks, and we're going to go right at him.
Bill de Blasio made his first campaign appearance in Iowa this past Friday night. We were there and able to speak with him. We'll have that story next Sunday night on This Week in Politics.